Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera here with a quick video for you that I think you're going to really enjoy and absolutely need this season. For those of you that keep up with the news or have gone through the holidays or have been out in public, you know as well as I do that the flu is horrendous this year. And what I'm going to show you today is how to make something that I find extremely valuable. If you scroll through Facebook and health sites and all of that, you're probably seeing a really important thing that you should start using, and several ingredients actually, one of them being ginger. So I have put together my own little version of a ginger tea and a spice tea, and I call it my own Egyptian tea. And we'll talk about why I call it Egyptian tea in just a few minutes. We have not had the flu yet. Now, we live in more of an isolated area. We're very adamant in terms of hand washing, trying to not go out in public when people are sick, stay away, or find out if people are sick, and all of those common sense things. We are also very big into trying to use natural remedies. I will tell you that if you are sick, and you're really sick, you need to go see your doctor. I think that that's very important. But what this is about is simple ways at home that you can, on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever, try to include more natural remedies in your life, spices and herbs and things, to increase your immune system. I have issues with my immune system, no denying on that. And so I am continuing to investigate and explore ways that I can boost my immune system, help my family out, and maybe even potentially my farm animals. So that's what we're going to do today. So if you're sick or if you're trying really hard to not get sick in terms of the flu or cold and whatnot, this might be something you want to explore. So we're going to show you how to do it. This is basic ingredients, okay? And I'm going to go through some of this. We've already done a pre-prep for because it takes 30 to 45 minutes to do, and it's very simple. You can do it. So this is what I did. The first ingredient for this is ginger, and I've already been slicing off of this. You can get this at your grocery store, a health store. This is not something difficult to find. So just when you're going through the produce aisle and you're going by certain parts, either in the organic section, maybe where the all the leafy lettuces are and whatnot, you'll see maybe in a basket, ginger. Ancient remedy for many things. This is going to be the key source to this tea, okay? So what I did is I cut off a slice, and there is no wrong or right way to do this. You might want to take one of these ingredients out. You might want to boost one. I'm just giving you a baseline of what I did and how I changed it and what we found to be very effective for healing us when we thought we were getting sick. I really think this made a huge difference. That and elderberry syrup, which is another video for another time that you can watch, but you might want to check that out too. So all I did was take off a slice of the ginger. Now you can use, they say there's powder, and you know, if that's what you've got, I don't know a whole lot about that, but I like to use as real deal as possible. And I probably need a bigger slice, but I'm just showing you, you want to slice off this outer edge, okay, because it's not really doing anything for you. It's not digestible, whatever. You want this yummy center right here. Now, you can cut it into pieces. You can grate it, whatever works for you, okay? What I did is I got my tea kettle, and I put 3 cups of water in it. Now, I'm going to give you the 3-cup recipe because we need to make 3 cups at a time. Plus, you're going to boil, some of the water is going to boil out. So, because in order for me to drink a half a cup to a cup of it, and my children or whatever, I need to make several cups. So this is what I do for a 3-cup version. I got my tea kettle, I put in 3 cups of water approximately, a little more, a little less, whatever, and I got a nice good slice of ginger. Probably actually was bigger than this, but for the sake of the video, we're going to roll with it. And I just sliced it into pieces. I didn't grate it. I didn't do anything crazy. It's kind of making a little bit of mess here, but it's not tricky. And what I did is I got the water to start boiling, okay? Not necessarily blowing the steam out here in the tea kettle, but I knew that it was getting almost to a boiling point, or really, really hot. So I put that in there, okay? I put the ginger just down in the water. And I just let it simmer for a little bit, okay? Just getting it good and going. And then I turned it to a low. I turned it to a low simmer, and I let that sit and simmer and start really infusing and going for at least 20 to 30 minutes because you really want that to infuse into your tea. So that's what I'm going to tell you to do. Once we got to that point, which is where we are right now, this is all you've got to do. Now, if you are, like I said, exploring natural teas and remedies and whatnot, you are seeing honey, you are seeing turmeric, you are seeing lemon, and my favorite, especially during the cold season, is cinnamon. So a lot of these, I've added some things to this. There's different recipes that float around, but I call this my Egyptian tea because, don't tell my kids, but I had to come up with something catchy to make them interested in it when I knew they were, we were either trying to not be sick or we were potentially sick. We're going to try some Egyptian tea, and it worked great. So mom's got to do what mom's got to do. And the reason is because, well, you're putting honey in it, you're putting milk in it, and you're going to be putting cinnamon in it. So the Egyptians loved all of those things, so it made sense. So we're going to go for it. Take your cup. So you've let this infuse and sit and go. It's got beautiful ginger in it. You can smell it. It's great. And you're just going to pour it in a cup. Now, if you want to do, and it's not going to be exact, and you can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, that it actually is tinted. It's not, this is not pure water. It's got a yellow tint to it. And as it should, from the ginger. So all I do from that point, now you could drink it just as that. I really think at this point you're adding something effective in terms of fighting cold and virus and headache and muscle ache. If you study ginger, it is an amazing thing, and it has a lot of great properties. So study that. I think if you just wanted to go for that, you could, but if you wanted to temper it, we'll do that. Now what I like to do per cup or so is add at least a half. For the ginger, you want to add anywhere from about a half to 1 teaspoon of your ginger, your cinnamon. I'm trying to use different spoons. You want to use your turmeric. If you've studied turmeric, you know that it has a lot of great properties. Anywhere approximately a half to a teaspoon. I'm just being real nice here. Don't be shy. Then I'm going to add a splash of milk. That's really just to temper the taste. I'm going to do a splash or a squeeze of yummy lemon. Citrus has got really good stuff in it for you. And then I'm an advocate of this natural, local honey. If you can find a local beekeeper and get the real stuff, that's absolutely where you need to go. It's going to have all the properties that you want. Now, I don't hold back on the honey. We know how good this is for you. And you plop it on the countertop. Hey, it's live TV, right? And all I'm going to do is literally just mix it. Mix it. I encourage you to try this, to make it. And like I said before, if you don't want lemon, don't add it. If you don't want cinnamon, don't add it. But the cinnamon, the turmeric, the ginger, splash of lemon, all of these things are critical in increasing your immune system. And so I hope you try this out. I hope this was helpful. A little messy, but that's okay. It's a real deal. So check us out here on YouTube more and subscribe. Be sure to like us on Facebook. And we do have an Instagram channel, and we have a brand new blog. You can connect to that, and we're getting that up and going, and we just appreciate all of your support. We hope if you are feeling bad that you get well soon and that you stay well and you have a very prosperous and happy new year, and we'll talk to you soon. I'm definitely indulging on this. Y'all take care.